Whenever you're in need of a scare, and you have nothing better to do, no movies, no one else to tell you a creepy story, you can always look on the internet for a creepypasta. But why are these creepypastas so popular, and why does everyone turn to them for a scare? I believe it's the characters. Some of the characters featured inside some of the stories. So today, in the Gothic Slenderman, we're going over the top 10 creepypasta characters. We're going over how memorable they are, how they are used in their own story. We will not judge them on the story themselves, just how they're used and the character. We have a few rules for this list before we begin. 1. No Slenderman. The Slenderman should be classified as his own being outside of creepypasta, not as a creepypasta character. In my opinion, anyway. I believe Slenderman has the potential to become something much bigger. 2. Fan characters are okay. We see Lost Episode and gaming pastas all around, so we're going to allow characters from those to be in as well, as long as they're changed from their original counterparts to be noticeable. 3. Just keep in mind I've never read every creepypasta that's ever existed, so I may leave a few out of this. I may make a worthy mentions video either today or tomorrow to give honor to those other creepypasta characters who are not featured on this list because of a certain rule or two. Now, anywho, let's begin with number 10. Hoodie and Masky. Hoodie and Masky are not the names of these actual characters. However, these names were given by the fans of Marble Hornets. Marble Hornets is a web series about a few filmmakers going through different occurrences being followed by the Slenderman, or as he's called inside the series, the Operator. Hoodie and Masky are thought to be proxies, slaves of the Slenderman that are still human. However, go through what's known as a Slender sickness, just like the other main characters do as well. Hoodie and Masky can make the lives of the main characters harder by messing with their medication, chasing them down, or guiding them to the Slenderman, or make it easier if they cannot find a certain tape or page. Hoodie and Masky are the two main proxies everyone remembers, besides Kate from Slender the Arrival, and it is said that Marble Hornets is getting a movie in theaters. Lauren Gutrippers. Lauren Gutrippers is a creepypasta character created by the deviant artist Yoko Ri. Yoko Ri is currently writing the creepypasta for Lauren. However, many pictures of Lauren have been released on his DeviantArt, and the fans of Yoko Ri have made their own interpretations of the character as well. The thing about Lauren is that she looks like a normal teenager, except with one thing: her eyes. No, they're not black, no red pupils and no blood pouring out of them. They're blue, however with gray surrounding them, where the white would normally be. Many people have theorized that she is similar to Jeff, where she was traumatized when she was younger, and turned into the killer she is now. No one really knows until the creepypasta is released. But her popularity of DeviantArt is really what got her on this list. And to be honest, I cannot wait for Lauren's creepypasta to be released. Jane the Killer. Many people assume Jane is a gender bent of Jeff the Killer. However, this is not the case. Jane is merely a rival, an enemy to Jeff, who plans to beat him at his own game. Whenever Jeff is about to kill innocent people, a family, Jane beats him to it, not in spite of this family, but just to piss off Jeff, and to prove that she's a worthy enemy. Unlike Jeff, she doesn't have burnt eyelids or a red smile. She has black eyes. And she kills her victims very similar to Jeff. And one day she plans to go after him. There's a creepypasta out there called Jeff the Killer vs. Jane the Killer. I've never read the creepypasta, so I can't tell you how it ends, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to tell you, in case you wanted to read the story yourself. But she has proven to be a great rival to Jeff. Suicide Mouse. Suicide Mouse appears in the creepypasta by the same name. It's a lost episode and thought to be one of the first and best lost episode creepypastas. It's a lost episode of the old Disney cartoons. A Disney executive was going to watch Suicide Mouse. Suicide Mouse starts with a saddened Mickey Mouse walking down what seems to be an endless sidewalk, with random piano keys being hit in the background. After 3 minutes of this, the screen goes black, and after 3 more minutes, Mickey comes back with his iconic smile and a woman screaming in the background. About a few more minutes of this, the buildings become warped, and faces begin to be seen in the video. And then eventually, it ends, with Mickey's face being shown at the end of the video, signifying the end of the episode, and a voice saying, "True suffering is not known." This causes Disney executive to get the security guard's gun and blow his brains out. No one really knows why people kill themselves after watching Suicide Mouse. However, many people have tried to replicate Suicide Mouse. I guess none have really replicated the fear factor. By the way, you're watching one of those replicas. Zalgo. Similar to Cthulhu, he's an almighty being that waits to control the world or destroy it. He who waits behind the wall, they say. Zalgo first started as a meme, or a fad, where you turn a cartoony image or a comic into a much disturbing version of itself, with the characters being turned into hellish creatures, such as Garfield or SpongeBob. Zalgo is actually classified as a whole being himself with 7 mouths, holding a Death Star and a candle. And they say, when all the 7 mouths sing the same song, Zalgo will be released, and the world will be destroyed. Ben is a character inside the creepypasta Ben Drowned, which is based off Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, a fan favorite entry in the Legend of Zelda series. Ben is a spirit hidden inside Majora's Mask, depicting itself as a statue of Link that can be found in the same game. Ben will constantly follow the player and taunts him by simply killing him multiple times, whether by lighting him on fire or drowning him. But Ben is only number 5, because no one really knows what the character Ben is really after. Wants. Is it revenge? Is it just to taunt a player for fun? No one can really know. And that's why Ben is only the second to first gaming creepypasta character to be on the list. Why don't we see what the next one is, shall we? Red. Red is the main antagonist in the creepypasta NES Godzilla. He's depicted as a 4-legged creature with 2 arms in the color red and a hollow face. However, he has 2 other forms. This is merely his land form. You can also see his underwater form and a flying form. He also has a 4th scene at the end of the creepypasta, which people have dubbed the final form, or the demon form. The reason he's higher than Ben is because we know his intentions. He wants to torture and make other people suffer for entertainment. Just like Melissa, a lost soul who Red tortures, and he's after Zachary, the person who is playing the game. Many people dislike NES Godzilla because it has quote-unquote a happy ending, which apparently you cannot have in creepypastas, even though the creator was trying something new. Red apparently once had an alliance with a character named Solomon, however Solomon betrayed Red, and now Red wants revenge against him as well. Solomon sided with the player. We know who Red is, we know his intentions, but what exactly is he? A demon? Just a normal game character? A kaiju? Whatever he is, he's proven to be a threat. Oh, by the way, both Red and Solomon are planned to be playable characters within the game, Colossus Kaiju Combat. The Rake. The Rake is a very humanoid-like creature with a wide smile and hollow eyes. The Rake won't just simply go after you for no apparent reason. He will follow you, but then later on he'll try and kill you when provoked. That's when his smile grows 5 times its normal size. They say the Rake has been with us for an extended period of time, with sightings being all the way back in the 12th century, but the first time being logged in the 16th century. Recently, in around the year 2011 or 2012, a news report was seen of an image of people describing an alien-like creature. This may very well be the Rake. This news report was in New York City, after someone was attacked by the alien-like creature. Many people say it's an alien, but it could very well be the Rake at its true form. Smile.jpg. The creepypasta is about a chain letter email with the same image you are seeing right now. If you do not send it within the time it gives you, the image will transform into something worse. Whether you do or don't send the image to another person or a few other people, you'll still get nightmares and terrors. And smile.jpg will visit you at night, terrorizing you until you resend the image. Some people say smile.jpg started with an image of the devil. That disturbing grin and the setting is really what set off people when they see smile.jpg. Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer is thought to be the main star or the king of creepypasta. When you think of creepypasta, which character do you think of first? If your answer is Slender Man, well, good for you. But your second answer would probably be Jeff. Jeff was once a normal boy who moved into a new area. However, being terrorized, he let out his true self. He grew enjoyment out of getting revenge on the bullies that tormented him when he just moved there. However, his brother, Louis, was blamed for it, and he went to juvie. Later on, being forced by his mother to go to a party, these bullies came back for revenge, and they ended up lighting Jeff on fire. The kids had confessed it was them that attacked first, and Louis was released from juvie. However, Jeff didn't get out so easily. His face became pale, his hair was burnt. However, later on, things got worse. He became psychotic, burning his eyelids so that he would never sleep, and ripping open his mouth so he would always be smiling. He told his family that he should look like this before killing them. After that, there were no survivors, and Jeff is out there somewhere. In fact, he faced the infamous Slender Man and Jane at one point. And Jeff is the only person that survived Slender Man's clutches. I hope you enjoyed this top 10 creepypasta characters. Be sure to be on the lookout for the Worthy Mentions video where I'll talk about characters that I was going to add onto the list. However, because they broke certain rules, they couldn't be in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, maybe favorite, or subscribe, and we all see fish in the ceiling.